Yamamo akwa basronko so eba POG Media Mr. So obe subscribe obe like na wa share na wa ma foforo enso ensa akabika in click on the notification bell no so send be ya ye dey news bi ato platform no so awon so wo hunu de aircall ene de airba yenko yensim ne fansem dodo na no embrewa ye da so ewo Wontumi eyensensem na we ana NAPO edensem bi ababa betudwa bra eyensentwe for ebo pin no ebusan about Wontumi eyensensem NAPO echra hwe we a public servant and as we a politician na se ofri amanyosemu and as ofri abemu a abrebuya na yibe de beton sa afri bia wo se we available na we na yewra and as Kevin Taylor or the atu just hwe echemu na NAPO ede mani nyina no just eche say moche say chese ononkwa udia ononkwa afe na yeso onkwa akudu boni onkwa so fa yenko ni konkuti NAPO interview no eni chemu no
busa NAPO say chairman Wontumi na ya frɛ no odwene ho sen munche de NAPO kan ye NAPO de no kan ye.
Chairman Wontumi was at the police headquarters yesterday. Have you read it? Have you seen what happened in his home on Friday?
I wasn't here when it happened, but I've seen yesterday on some of the portals that Chairman Wontumi was impeccably dressed, went to the police headquarters. I hear he was being cautioned and he'll find his way in court. You see, when you're in a public space or you are contracting on behalf of the state, you have to make sure that at any time, when you are called to account, you do your best. Forget about the propaganda and the noise around. You have to get yourself ready for accountability every time.
Yes.
To the police headquarters, I hear he was being cautioned and he'll find his way in court. You see, when you're in a public space or you are contracting on behalf of the state, you have to make sure that at any time, when you are called to account, you do your best. Forget about the propaganda and the noise around. You have to get yourself ready for accountability every time.
Yes. Chairman Wontumi was at the police headquarters.
Asama PZ4 Asantefo mona mudi matempa we de this year wakane brofo mia ekoya na mesa bedwudwom yebusa NAPO se mo chairman Wontumi and the police for amoano em say ombeyin nsem no ma yamoa na hye say ho chairman Wontumi me hu se address pa na ewiase de the moment oni abiding sa woso I was say we wadwene say why ready say imre bia beto nsa afro so wabokro no bia obeyi ano what asema NAPO ka kire no o say oni abiding sa woso anyway bia oni aban edin sa woso bia no on de o ka chairman Wontumi say sabio yetete abetie no na ne cha no ena sabio otwe ankwa ne wonam de ekọ enti o si o ka chairman Wontumi say ombre no wase na woni aban din sa wo so nko ade o se na nka wo ye wadwene se dan a betija enti na nka o se de bia no boa wo ho o ka kire ne se munja no no omre ewi se ono nko na di sika no nyansa kasa na ono mo ka no wo oba wa wonim se case 5 yetia nchen NAPO se mon kan chairman Wontumi se wonko awudi a wonko awone agwa baba betebe pia NAPO brofo kan ni nyame bode tofa o se wonko wudi wonko wone enti sa oni aban edi nsa woso a e wo se o kai se o yofo nsa no da chi ye bebusa wo sa wonsa no wen enti NAPO se mo amudi na giri mo agimi na time na o brusika na o dwiri asase no na o di sika di contract na nkwasiafo bo wen abonike dompe NPP for amoye demonstration adwimi e sure say mu tie me muni ma brand we the one first say nice guy very nice guy odu girl che obebre fucking obe adwuma kese extra muni no na o presidential staffer I year of return your friend Jake Bediako muni no nice guy kwasiafo mu fi mu demonstration we mu na no mo sign omukuta run system no we hu no demonstration as that kwasia why we use case 5 ayo tuje boboje Wontumi ye de mo beji to me sa ye mo se moa we ye fa ni Jake Bediako no ye presidential staffer we hu ne da wo ba we a wo kasa wo num tutuo se kokuo no obeka say hey woman please can you step back sana be ka kire I say odum bon we mu no omo fragrance ni papa o we mu no mo yadwuma or your presidential staffer year of return Jake Bedi akonie kwasiafo bugu abontina mo ndaye we wada baba ni jantra fo miensa di ni nchen he's slanging so about wedding no be say man say woman stay back please stay back onka unimu no odo kwasi aye demonstration ma che ba Wontumi presidential staffer we hunu da apike mamo me de medwuma no samo ko kromo na wo beku ate papa samo ko kromo na wo beku ate e bi cancel samo ko kromo na wo beku ate Kevin Taylor you cannot come to Ghana Kevin Taylor ko kromo na wo beku ate Kevin ko kromo na wo beku ate pimpinta pimpinta de pam dim Akroma wiswa when you us and talk about national issues a very very important national issues now issue amanfo nyina eka ho asem is got to do with the Ghana embassy in Washington DC and as you can see last week we spoke extensively about Ghana embassy in Washington DC dear AC wo. Now I just want to set this straight. When we come here and we discuss issues that affect Ghana, and I'm talking about this platform is for national issues. We don't do petty stories. No, we don't do petty issues. We will deal with issues that build a nation. We want to fix this nation. That is the main focus. And into you see respectable people in Kwara, doctors in Penifo, everyone is glued here to watch this platform because more the news ankasa the echichirema the ama dollar na Akuffo the ama nipa yefa amanfo adwuma the ama yebeye kwan the ama koko board and the yemu se amanfo di adwuma ye correct the ama Ghana for enya arehemu e Bank of Ghana mu. Those are the very important things that we discuss here. Into Ghana now, your focus should be on how we can have a conversation to change the destiny of this nation. And as we can see, say this president, this government, slowly they're resetting now. They are really resetting. And you can see clearly, say Ghanaians are feeling the good works of John Mahama and the NDC. And this is how a government should be. This is how a government should serve its people. The people are supposed to vote and later be confident about the voting they did or the voting they took part in. But you will say, nipa bi or Ghana to say NPP for what they are seeing. They don't know what to do. All that they want to do is to distract you. Unnecessary things, banter. No, it's not going to change anything. Our focus should be on the national issue. Boga bi akofa nyoma otiemi because opeso ohu de ekọ we hu se ate nyoma so boga bi ti abrochira se bi wa bobra opeso de nyoma ba Ghana obebo adwuma ebebo ne bra we hu se and the dollar no ekọ form. Those are the people who want to be doing what, who want to be listening to this platform. And I really want Ghanaians to focus and look at the real thing. Jandam is dead. No amount of distraction can take our eye off the ball. Our eye is on the ball, and the reason why our eye is on the ball is to make sure, say, the young Ghanaian who is unemployed, the fight against corruption, the fight against illegal mining, and yet to bring Ghana back to its senses. And I'm saying, say, to bring Ghana back to where we all will be happy to live in a country where young people will get jobs. The people who have invested their money in the country, at the end of the day, between the government partnership with private sector, people's businesses will gel again. People should start smiling because a government has come that is looking at the needs of the people. So there's a difference between people doing sensationalism and trying to distract, and there's a difference between what we do. What we do is we deal with national issues. The national issues now we deal with, and I say Ghana for over 1.8 million. Those are the issues we are still dealing with. Do not take your eye off the ball, because right now, you need to also understand, be abreast of the issues or Ghana. Make sure, say, the echoes to be on what you say. Make sure, say, Aṛṛěst, and you see, Aṛṛěst say crew, Aṛṛěst NMO be to say for the Benya president. Atrɔ na ma obi te sɛ Bawumia benya vice president. Atrɔ na the NPP ba power. No kra and the NPP ako position. When we stick to the truth, the NDC will help Ghana. The NDC will stay in power for long. So this is very important.
Yo Jumadiano Gusway Chagu, Ms. Nimsa Oshe A Jumadiano. About a year, Okujato, and a year Washington DC, and some not audience and be at 2 years per se over corner. But subscribe, like it, and share and amount for friends when some can be kindly click on the notification bell. So, young call, new conco.
Now, say a stories be about Ghana for in Juma and Wabruchri, any idea, and your personal, and the entire will be all that we want to do is we want to better the system. We want you living in America, living in the UK, living in Germany, living in any part of Europe or Asia. Say, oh, Ghana embassy around you are. You feel happy and proud to be a Ghanaian. Because say, oh, Abruche and our quantum, na bibi toa, your first point of contact, your embassy. Now say, uni arishimo embassy, na say, GDA war embassy, our former. Ayana Abruche na wotene krampo won hyeda enye den en hyeda enhu hu ano and we are Ghana in America na onye American citizen at the same now onye American citizen na was I Ghana in the same what happens in say asam towa na we need to aka wunsem inti as a Ghanaian no these kind of things are very important. You need to be following the news, following these kind of things because no and now, while we are Ghana in America, only American citizen, no, the embassy is your only last stop to protect you in this country. And you do not underestimate it when embassies issue ba na amount for a church and semuna no krebeda. Don't underestimate, don't go and listen to nonsense. Listen to what will save you. Yeah, my mom 65, 70, they want to know what is happening. Person who they are Ghana. Person who says, person who retire na. Person who na. You see hospital. That is our job here. Our job here is to educate, inform the Ghanaian who is in Ghana, also outside Ghana. And what we do is we bridge the gap between Efie4 and Abruche4. Into Adia Abruche4 no any move, you know, ne ya inform you ne be omani. Na adia efiefoɔ no enim no abrochire no they will educate them on it into obi ha otifie otigana nani ate onimde ekoso abrochire chen obi a ote abrochire. That is the job we are doing. We are bridging this. There's a gap, a vacuum be da a ignorance vacuum, and it is not our fault. A nipa bi ne create ye so ote abrochire men dwene Ghana ho so ote Ghana men dwene abrochire the nipa owa abrochire ho no. We are bridging that gap. We are making Ghanaians more aware. We are making Ghanaians more patriotic. We are making Ghanaians more of Ghanaian to understand and say omukro munyamano is very important to them. And now what happened is today we woke up to a very wonderful news. And as usual, the wonderful news no ebeba na NDC time because you say NPP the wonderful news in your NDC the NPP sorry no. Thank you, sir. I'll get in touch with you. Yes, thank you. NPP for the best dynamic mail on Jared and the Tunson sign no abetonum no ko NPP ade bechi Akuffo no numwi NPP ade bechi Bawumia twantro NDC aban papa ba ade bechi bia no good news. Now this is one interesting news that people are giving. Oh, Kevin Taylor, you said it. Don't give the credit to me. Let's give credit to each other for staying on this platform, listening to the truth and sharing the truth. So I will never sit here and take a credit for this story or take credit or let my team take the credit and say, oh, Kevin Taylor, you spoke on this matter. And the Ghana from Wabruche, New York, a UK for because no, I'm not going to take credit for this. My team, they are not going to take credit for this. We are all going to take credit because at the end of the day, enemy, we being focused, listening to the fact, sharing the fact for the minister to hear, no, and then the changes number. Jandam is dead. And the reason why the NPP, they are struggling is because their lies is not building anything for them. It's not yielding. It cannot cut through the truth. Into the NPP are struggling. Now, this is the news that we're talking about. Mr. P, Mr. S, stay with me, team. A major scandal has rocked Ghana's embassy in Washington, D.C., following revelations of an elaborate visa and passport fraud scheme allegedly orchestrated by embassy staff. The expose, spearheaded by a special audit team commissioned by Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa, with the backing of President John Dramani Mahama, has prompted swift and sweeping disciplinary actions. Now, you're sorry, say Ghana embassy asama ye kan for almost 3 years. I remember before election 2024, before election 2020, I sat on this platform. I tried to make this message go down to NPP. Mekachom say the illegality happening or illegalities happening at the Ghana embassy in Washington DC and the consulate in New York, it was crazy. It was on this same platform. And I'm afraid Lady Bia me interview Nekacha and say, I'm out for passport. There are some people doing business. I'm out for data and the woman spoke on my show. She tried to do what? Tell us to say, Yemum and the jandam. Yemum and the propaganda. Yan NPP are buying. And the abayin papa baye John Mahama akache okujata black say investigations into the embassy activities. Now the abeto bia nyina say okujato ablakwa oye den oye ambassador no oye minister ohwe foreign affairs issues no on my audit team be investigations Ghana embassy Washington DC hamete. Now the result is clear. Yabehu dreamer ekoso fraud ekoso amount for data we are handing over to people. People working at the embassy, Sebio, Omuji embassy, amount for passport and their kotunko fee. People using the embassy to front their own personal business. I am a witness to that. So I sat here and I said I was never going to stop talking about this matter because there are millions of Ghanaians in Ghana. This is a big problem to them. And millions of Ghanaians in America, a big problem. Can you imagine, say, Obuha to West Coast? We are in the East Coast. Flying from DC to California takes you between 5 and 5 hours. And it's like Ghana to London. Now, when you make that trip, Ghana embassy go DC to make a say, I was so free California. Now offer plane. Now oba ebe check it on your passport. Now oba say results in way nya. You have to do what? You have to go back to California. Do you know what the distance you're talking about? But all these things were happening. So they were frustrating people, they were taking money, and my concern was that there were some people at the embassy. Some had worked there over 17 years, 22 years. What are you doing there? The moment you allow people to work in a particular environment for over 2, 3, 4, 5 years, those people become corruption. They turn into corruption because then they become too comfortable. Then they start to liaise with people outside because now they know the loopholes. And none a see or Ghana embassy. Some people made billions out of our ignorance, out of our deliberate action, out of politics at NPP. They decided to allow some people to run the embassy as their own business. And the minister released a statement to say, after the audit, Omabehu said, Dreamer Ekos on the bin sida. Intiminoka say, the minister, the instructions the president has given him, and they say, the embassy in Washington, D.C., it should be shut down temporarily. Now, almost looking for the solution to the problem. I told the minister the last time, the solution to this problem is for him to sack 99% of the people there. Or else, the ambassador for Obebano, who I don't know, that ambassador will never succeed. Say, one pamon workers no more. And God being so good, they have listened. So far, from what we know, the embassy has been shut down. The minister is saying, say, Obia Sari apply. They need to check the background of every single person. In fact, Papa no Odi Nima Sa Krono no Ekosono. Today, the minister is saying, say, they want to transfer his docket to the Attorney General in Ghana for him to face prosecution. Let me tell you, there are so many people and I am also going to tell the Foreign Affairs Minister, if there's any way that people here who are American citizens, Bawumia Ghana who were involved in this scam or this scandal or this fraud, they should be prosecuted here and they should serve jail time. Mr. Minister, I have a lot of information that I want to give you. There are people I can give you their information who were part of this scam. They have been part of this fraud for months and years. So, Mr. Minister, it should not just be that man here who is being taken home to be prosecuted. I am talking about people who also worked at the embassy. And we know their record. They need to stand trial here. They need to be jailed. We are going to give you all the information because, you see, we cannot be paying people here in America in the name of politics in T. Na Obia Betina US Ghana Embassy, DC. Na Odiska. Na Oyeska. Mamika Bincho, the last ambassador, Halima Mahama and I signed a friend Halima. I can tell you on authority that woman cannot even write myself. Do you know that? Nana the Danko Akuffo Addo, ambassador no wa and son of Mufri power no. My friend saying Halima Mahama and I have friend saying it's a woman like that. That woman was not even coming to the office. Sometimes she goes to stay in Ghana for like 5 months. Before election 2024, the woman left her position 8 months before election 2024. She left and went to Ghana and left the embassy there just like that. So this is the level of corruption. Embassy. So we should not play with this. I'd like to tell the ambassador, say, it should not stop here. If anybody wants to work at the embassy, people should put in the application. Background checks should be done. I would prefer that all the people who used to work at the embassy, about 80% don't come back.
Yo, any of the Jumedia no ABC Diamond best or best subscribe, but like and share not Wama for and so as I can be Jumedia no Jumedia no, there is more to come. It's Mr. Jibre. Na yanso yetu ye ho esi wo say ye de democracy and the political news apapa be brem no so wanya brem na watie dwumadie no e de amaye makram.